You know that strange moment when your body is begging you to sleep, but your mind refuses to shut down? You're exhausted, drained, barely functioning, yet somehow you keep yourself awake. Most people think it's bad discipline, but the truth goes a lot deeper than that, because this habit isn't random, it's psychological. If you're someone who stays up late even when you're tired, you've probably been misunderstood your whole life. People assume you're careless or chaotic, when actually, your brain follows patterns they don't see. Your nighttime behavior is shaped by emotional wiring, cognitive tendencies, and subconscious needs. This isn't about laziness. It's about how your mind protects itself, expresses itself, and processes the world. So let's break down the psychology behind it. You stay up because your brain finally feels quiet. For many deep thinkers and mentally active people, bedtime isn't relaxing. It's when their thoughts get louder. People assume you're overthinking for no reason, but your mind stays awake because night is the only time the noise stops. It's your brain protecting its own space. You're reclaiming control through revenge bedtime procrastination. When your days feel structured, overwhelming, or emotionally draining, your brain tries to take back time at night. Others think you're being irresponsible. But psychologically, staying up becomes your way of saying, this part of the day is actually mine. It's a quiet form of self-defense. You crave late-night dopamine. Exhaustion doesn't shut down the reward system. It activates it. Scrolling, binge-watching, browsing. It all gives you micro-rewards that keep you awake. People assume you're addicted to your phone. But really, your tired brain is looking for just one last spark to stay emotionally afloat. You're chasing stimulation because you're drained, not because you're weak. You struggle with emotional transitions. Going from awake to asleep is a bigger shift than people think. Those with intense internal worlds often need more time to settle emotionally. People think you're avoiding rest, but your mind is simply slow to switch states. And that's a real cognitive pattern, not a flaw. You're more creative or mentally alive at night. Highly intuitive and divergent thinkers often feel a clarity spike when the world goes dark. People think you're wasting your potential by staying up. But in truth, your brain lights up when everything else quiets down. Nighttime becomes your creative sanctuary. You're avoiding nighttime anxiety. For many people, the moment the distractions fade, the emotions intensify. Lying in bed becomes an invitation for intrusive thoughts or worries. People think you're being dramatic. But psychologically, you're avoiding a mental environment that feels uncomfortable or overwhelming. It's not avoidance. It's emotional survival. You use exhaustion as a numbing tool. It sounds strange, but tiredness can dull emotional intensity. Some stay awake because a part of them feels safer when their feelings are muted. Others interpret this as carelessness. But really, exhaustion becomes a coping mechanism when emotions feel too loud. You're not irresponsible. You're trying to soften the edges. You fear losing the day. This is common in perfectionists, gifted individuals, and people with high internal expectations. You stay awake because sleep feels like giving up on unfinished time. People think you're dramatic or irrational. But the truth is, this fear comes from wanting your day to feel meaningful. You're chasing closure, not chaos. And here's what most people never understand. These patterns don't make you broken or careless. They're signs of a mind that runs deeper, feels stronger, and processes the world differently. Staying up late isn't just a habit. It's a window into how your brain tries to cope, create, and stay in control. So if you stay up late even when you're exhausted, it's not a flaw in your character. It's a sign that your inner world needs space, understanding, and compassion. You're not irresponsible. You're complex. And your sleep habits reveal a mind that's far more layered than people give you credit for. If you love understanding the psychology behind your mind and your patterns, feel free to subscribe for more. You deserve to know the story your brain has been trying to tell you.